Well, hey there. I'm popping on live in our group, in Pet Support Group. I wanted to share, I feel so motivated to share this really cool experience I had while I was out running today. I just realized I probably should close this window in my office. Pardon me, one second. Don't hear so much traffic out there. Anyway, I've been, as I've shared, doing a lot of multidimensional healing work and release work and transformational work. And so moving into this new space of experiencing, moving from an intellectual knowing of the oneness experience into intellectual understanding of what oneness is to an experiential knowing of feeling the integration and being that integration. And that all came through 100% ownership of the power of creation and knowing that everything that I experience, no matter what it is part of, I created it through the quantum level. And that's how quantum physics works. Feeling first, creation second. So I've been doing this while meditating. I've been focusing on with the intention to be of service, to become more integrated in the oneness with that, which I believe is the intention of the oneness to elevate, to create more of the feeling good energy, that counterclockwise flow energy. So today, as I was running, I was coming back to on the end of my run, and as I was coming down this little hill, this is on neighborhood street, so it's not like on dirt, but coming down this hill, I was on the sidewalk, and as I came down to turn on the corner to go to my house, I saw this young family, all on bicycles, is coming up this other hill because I'm coming down this hill and they're coming up this T where the street tees off into the hill and they're coming up. And see, good, nice, steep, steady hill there. And they had three children. Everybody was on bikes. Mom, dad, and dad had a younger baby in a carrier on that he was wearing and holding, and then the mom, and then there was the oldest boy, maybe 13, maybe, and 12, 13, and then they had a little boy who was around 8, maybe, who was so struggling to come up the hill. He was focusing on how big the hill was and how I just can't do it. You could just see it in his body and in his energy. And so I saw them coming, and there was no way for me to practice social distancing and be courteous of their space. and so I decided to jog back up the street a little bit, up that little hill, and give them space so they could make their way up on the main street there. And as I'm jogging in place and I see them and he's struggling and the older brother is, come on, you can do it. Everybody's telling him, you can do it. He just didn't hear it. So I started clapping and yelling, woohoo, you got this, get some, you can do it. And he just got so excited and he started pumping his little legs and he was riding his bike up the hill, and the parents were flashing me big smiles like, oh God, thank you so much. And that little boy, I said, see, you got this, look how powerful you are, you can do it. And he just went up that hill, and everybody was just so full of joy in that moment. And then I just felt that. I felt then that everything just coalesced in that moment. The feeling of being an agent of transformation and being in service of the greater being that we are. You got to take ownership of that identity in order to really be fully in service. Because if you doubt your real identity and you base your identity on the contraction feelings, which we associate with unworthiness, but that's not our identity. That's just what I believe and I view in my research. That's what we came here in this human form to exactly that, research for self-realization, be able to understand the difference between that tightness and that expansiveness, feeling bad and feeling good, accepting who we really are. So when we talk about loving ourselves, what are we really talking about? We're talking about aligning with, becoming, owning, feeling the counterclockwise spin, that expansion infinity spin of feeling the oneness of who we are. So when we're in that space and we accept that we already are that first and foremost, and everything else is just research experience, that's it. Then when we get the nudge to just be in the flow, to lift up others, no matter what, we act on it. We have our automatic inspired action. And that's what matters. So that's what I wanted to jump on and just say, that I had, my avatar, that's what I call this physical and bioenergetic combined bodies, third and fourth dimension bodies. I call that the avatar, like in a role-playing game, because I'm not this. My avatar had a choice. If she hadn't been aligning and owning who she really is, and owning that she is in this avatar body, part of the bigger picture and an agent of transformation, she may not have gone with that immediate inspired action to just give this kid juice, to acknowledge the power of him, that he can do it, and lifted up the whole family. I might have just been quiet and watched them struggle up the hill, creating contraction and heaviness, and him feeling, that little boy feeling more and more drained. But you know what? He'll remember this moment for a long time. That was a crossroads moment for him, that somebody recognized his power and reminded him of it. So that was my message today. I just wanted to put that out there, something to think about, meditate on, because we are, if you're an intuitive empath, if you own that, or if you're open to that possibility, then that means there's a higher purpose. So I invite you to explore that. And if it feels expansive, step into it. Become an agent of transformation. Become an agent of transformation and place yourself in service, and trust that you already are that feeling good feeling. You already are all of that magnificence. And then just go with that flow. Have a blessed day.